So, what's up everybody? This is James Preston from Legacy Levers, and I hope you're having a good Tuesday afternoon. I can't say that I'm having the best Tuesday, obviously because South Africa lost another World Cup semi-final. Excuse me for wearing Springbok stuff. When it comes to budget, my budget kind of went a little bit on the 2007 Rugby World Cup, and so I kind of use this for the cricket. So please excuse me, Proteas. I do apologize for this, but you know, it's just South Africa all the way. So I got my South African flag, and I just make it South African, you know. But what I wanted to do is just talk very quickly about South African cricket and South African sport. Like many of you, I was extremely gutted at today's result. And it, you know, I don't know about you, but I was close to tears. I was totally in tears in 1999. I don't know about you guys, but in 1999, I was, 14 years old. I was 14 years old in 1999, and I was crying my eyes out. So today I was very close to tears again. Probably that's the last time it's been that close. We got hammered in 2007. 2003 was very close, but I didn't cry. But anyway, so I just wanted to talk about this because when I watched AB de Villiers' interview after the game from the ICC Sporting feed, that was when I came so close to tears, because I realized how much it meant to AB de Villiers and how much it meant to the South African cricket team. And I just wanted to send this message to South Africa in general, but also to the Proteas, and hopefully some of the Proteas will watch this. AB de Villiers, JP Duminy, Faf du Plessis, Morne Morkel, seeing you guys out there on the pitch just in absolute agony. Dale Steyn, I saw you just fall to your knees after that six from a Durbanite, from a South African. Hitting that six, it was obviously absolutely dreadful. What was his name now? I've just suddenly gone blank while on camera. Of course, it was Grant Elliott, the Durbanite. So, it's horrible. It's just horrible, downright horrible what happened. But I just wanted to talk about it quickly and just say, you know what makes South African sports so awesome is how we're playing for something more. I just wanted to remind South Africans that, and remind you sportsmen, for all the sportsmen that ever watch this, you're playing for something more when you're playing for South Africa. Other countries don't have this privilege. They don't have the privilege of playing for something bigger than just winning a game or winning a cup. South Africa is still very much divided. Look at what's going on down in Cape Town with the Cecil John Rhodes statue. Our politics is very divided at the moment. The ANC support base and the opposition support base are very much at loggerheads. The Steve Hofmeyr crowd versus the sort of liberal crowd versus the previously disadvantaged crowd, already coming together at loggerheads with each other. And there's so much division still, 21 years since our first democratic election, and we're playing for so much more. You guys are playing for so much more. I just want to say thank you so much. AB de Villiers, Faf du Plessis, Dale Steyn, JP Duminy, Riley Rousseau, Hashim Amla, Quinton de Kock. All you guys are amazing. Imran Tahir, Vernon Philander. We love you guys. We really do. We are just so thankful for how much you guys are doing for this nation, what you do for this nation. And that goes for every South African sportsman that pulls on a South African jersey. You know what? We may not win trophies all the time, especially being the best cricket team in the world, and we still haven't won a trophy besides the Test cricket mace. Even though we may be the best team, we don't win trophies, I would much rather pull on a South African jersey than any other jersey because of what we're playing for. We're playing for something bigger than ourselves, man. And it is amazing. And so I just wanted to say thank you, guys. I was going to do a little thing, run through, I'll do that quickly, but, let's take 1987, right? The first Cricket World Cup, and we weren't in that because we were in the middle of apartheid. 1992, I was 7 years old. The first ever cricket game I ever watched was the semi-final against England. Can you believe that? I was born in England, moved out to Durban when I was 6 years old, and 1 year later, I was watching South Africa versus England, my first ever cricket match, and it all fell apart. But you know what? We didn't choke. That was not our fault. That was the rain's fault, right? It wasn't our fault. And then 1996, we just didn't have a great game. against the West Indies, I think it was. You know, you can't really blame us. It was just a tough game. The West Indies were probably at their best form they've ever been in. So that wasn't our fault. That was the West Indies just played good cricket. We didn't choke then. 1999, did we choke? If ever in all the World Cups we choked, it was probably maybe this one. But even then, you know, Alan Donald was trying to just let Lance Klusener smash it. He was like, because I've read interviews, he was like, you know what, just you hit the winning runs. I don't need to run. You hit the winning runs. Lance Klusener was just thinking, all I got to do is run, you know. So did they choke? It was only one guy or two guys. You know, how can you put the whole blame on the Proteas for a little mistake in the middle, you know? So was that a choke? Maybe. We'll put a question mark. 2003, we fell apart. No doubt about that. I'll put another question mark there. But it wasn't necessarily a choke. We just fell apart. We got hammered by Matthew Hayden. You know, let's just put Matthew Hayden over here. You know, he completely hammered us. And we just weren't good enough on that day. What am I talking about? I'm so sorry. 2003 was a mix-up with the rain. It wasn't Matthew Hayden, it was the rain. I was at that game in Durban. The Sri Lankans beat us by 1 run. We misread the situation, and we all blame Mark Boucher and Sean Pollock. But let's remember, if it didn't rain, we were going to win. The rain messed us up. So that's one. That's two, you know, 2 games so far out of 1, 2, 3, 4 World Cups that the rain messed us up. And then 2007, Matthew Hayden screwed us over with a fantastic innings. And in 2011, we lost to the Kiwis. Let's put a question mark. Did we choke there? We fell apart. AB de Villiers got run out. We fell apart. I don't know. Maybe a little choke, right? So we can put a question mark there. And then this year, 2015, that was not a choke. I just want to say, Proteas, we are proud of you. As South African sports lovers, as a South African nation, we are proud of you guys for what you guys did today. We are proud of you. What you did against Sri Lanka, the number 2 batsman in the world, Kumar Sangakkara, Mahela Jayawardene, that new mystic bowler. I mean, you guys were up against some of the best cricketers in the world against Sri Lanka, and you hammered them. You were under pressure, and hey, kudos to Sri Lanka. You guys were awesome. But you, South Africa, Proteas, you hammered one of the best teams in the tournament in the quarterfinals. So you are not chokers. I think now, all I'm trying to say in this video is you made us proud, and we can dead and bury that chokers tag. Because in 2015, we lost by 1 ball. There was 1 ball left, and what can we blame? You know what? We can blame the rain. Because guess what? AB de Villiers was still at the crease. Faf du Plessis was still at the crease. David Miller still to come. JP Duminy still to come. And we had 12 overs left. Do you really think New Zealand would have held out for those 12 overs? You know, think about it. They had 4 wickets left, and there was still 7 overs to go if it was a full 50-over game. I think we would have been in the driving seat had it not rained. So we ain't blaming ourselves, we are blaming the rain. And yes, I know we should always take responsibility for our actions, but you know what? All I'm trying to say here is that South Africa, you didn't choke. You made your nation proud. You guys play for something more. That's all I'm saying here. Look at all these World Cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 World Cups. Okay, so you weren't there in 87, but that wasn't your fault either. So out of 7 World Cups, you know, maybe two, let's call it 1.5 to be safe. 1.5 chokes. 1.5 chokes, right? And it's over now. It's over. This World Cup, you guys showed that you guys are the best cricketing nation in the world. You deserve to be the number 1 test ranked team. You guys made your nation proud. You are not chokers. It is over. You guys are amazing. Thank you for playing with the heart and the passion that you did. We, as a nation, are proud of you guys. Thanks again. This is James Preston on Legacy Leavers. Check out our stuff. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook. I do apologize for if you can see my sweat on camera, but there's no aircon here, and I'm coming from Durban. You know how hot Durban is. So I hope you enjoyed this video. South Africans are awesome. South Africa, you are awesome. We're fighting for something bigger. A united nation where we are one people, one nation, working towards a better people together. Working towards a better nation, a better lifestyle together. This isn't the American dream, this is the South African dream. And South Africans, rise up, man. Black, white, Indian, coloured, Asian, you name it. Forget the American dream. This is the South African dream, and our sports stars help us unite. They help us come together. Just have a look at these photos, just quickly. That photo right there is at Albert Lutuli Hospital in Durban today. This photo here is at the pavilion when South Africa were playing India in a test series last year. People come together. Proteas, South African sports stars, people come together because of your sport. Sport in South Africa unites us like nothing else. And that is what you're playing for. And we, as a public, as a sports viewing public, want to say thank you. We really do. We appreciate you guys. We're so proud of you. And here's to the next 4 years of great cricket. Oh, and one more thing. AB de Villiers, I know you're going to score the fastest 200 ODI century, ODI double century as well. Thanks guys. James Preston on Legacy Leavers, out. Ciao.